today, and we are super fucking happy about it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to like and empty the space. Let's bring some more people in here to enjoy the celebration of the farewell party to the Savior.
Say goodbye, a farewell for this motherfucker that put the fucking video of the fucking hostage. So this is a fucking farewell for me, okay?
Because he shouldn't exist from the get-go. He should have been executed by the Mossad long time ago, and I've been asking for this for a long time. And I was talking to my commander. I'm telling you, this is needs to go.
I think that you need to gather all the videos, eliminate them.
He deserves to be genocided like all the other Nazis, and he's a convicted fucking criminal. And they pissed the hell out of me. This fucking Hamas and giving them a voice after October 7, and us Jews and Israelis can live peacefully. I hate him.
Great.
I hate him.
But now you're getting hit. Iranian missiles have your entire sky lit, and you cry victory and say you didn't start this, but the whole world sees that your lies are distorted. Now you feel terror like the Palestinians. How does it feel to have bombs dropped on your civilians? You could avoid all this if you wanted to, but I'm not a dream, never expected good behavior from you Jews. What you get for all your evil deeds. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv. You brought this upon yourself. It's your time to bleed. No one believed they would strike so deep. Not Tel Aviv, but in the dead of night with no warning, the sky lit up. The world watched in celebration as the Iron Dome crashed. The balance of power began to shift. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv, this is what you get for all your evil deeds. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv, you brought this upon yourself. It's your time to bleed. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv, this is what you get for all your evil deeds. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv, you brought this upon yourself. It's your time to bleed.
Mic check. Can you guys hear me all okay? Drop a 1 in the chat. www. What's going on everyone? I see some of you guys didn't like the song, man. What do you like the song for? It's a good song. Shout out to you, Hege Victors from the Netherlands. You follow Krapvinik and Andrei Mariupinov, ex-USA Army in Russia and Andrei in USA. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Chris, bruv. Your new ringtone, man. Glad to hear it. Jay Silver, man. What a good tune, of course, brother. It's a banger. Everyone likes that song, man. I don't know why people don't like that song. Who else? We've got Yazza, England and the Midlands. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to you, Benefit Britain. Heggy Vlectors, thank you for tuning in as well, brother. Oh yeah, it's you from the Netherlands. But how are you guys all doing today, man? It's there's a lot of conspiracies flying around about Netanyahu being dead. It's time to get into that in a second. Who's seen the videos going around? There's some AI videos apparently going around of Netanyahu. We don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, big tune, Jay, man. It's a big tune. I don't know why everyone don't like it. You love this tune. So that's more like it. Samak, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Alex Rye, for subscribing to us on YouTube. Just want to tell you guys as well to follow me on Kick. It's very important I get some followers on Kick. I'm not sure if you guys know, we don't get monetized for these live streams. We don't get paid for any of the clips that we make of the live streams either. So the only way I get paid for this is from super chats. And that's it. That's literally it. So the reason I need you guys to follow me on Kick, I'll share my screen quickly, is all I need is 10 subscribers in 30 days. I've got the community one, 24 out of 100 chatters. I just basically need you guys to follow me on Kick and just drop a comment on the new stream, you know. It helps me get monetized and it helps me, you know, be able to quit my 9-to-5 job and to be able to do this full time. But enough of that anyway. I hope you guys are all doing well. We're back in the normal streaming setup now. Had to go to the hotel last night, so the connection was not the best. We kept lagging out a lot, which is a shame. But that's why we done a stream a bit earlier today. I ended up not going into work today, so we can get into a little bit earlier than normal. Jay Silver, special place in hell for Netanyahu. WJ Silver, man, WJ Silver. You hit it bang on the head there, man. There's a special place in hell for him. But yeah, so guys, as you probably know, there's been a lot of rumours going around about Netanyahu being dead. The rumours started first coming around probably about a week ago now, was it? A week, maybe? Yeah, so Netanyahu, he kind of vanished. Netanyahu, which is Bibi Netanyahu's son, you know, he's normally an active tweeter on Twitter. He's tweeting every day, 10 times a day, 20 times a day. He's always tweeting non-stop, and it's like there's just been a complete silence all of a sudden. There's been a complete silence. And then what else was there? What other things added it up? Let me think. So then there was a speech that came out of Netanyahu a few days ago, and a lot of people claimed it was AI. He had 6 fingers, it looked like, in the video. And you know, people were saying Ben Gvir died as well, Netanyahu's brother. Ben Gvir came out and tweeted, you know, that he was alive. He was like laughing at everyone for saying he's dead. Still not no visual footage of him though. But then yesterday we went over this on the stream, that there was another video of Netanyahu that came out, and he was in a coffee shop. And me personally, when I first watched it, you know, I was kind of upset. I thought, oh damn man, he must be alive. We actually went over it on the stream yesterday, and I pretty much said, look, like, as much as, you know, we'd love it to be true, it's kind of going down like that conspiracy rabbit hole now, and it's seeming like, you know, we're sort of reaching a little bit. But yeah, then there were some suspicious things I saw on Twitter. Basically, a few people were saying that coffee shop's been closed for ages. There was a date on the screen somewhere that said it was in like November 2024, and yeah, it just looked a bit suspicious. But you know, sort of thought, okay, maybe it's true, maybe it's true. But then just today, I've been scrolling Twitter, and we're starting to see a lot more suspicious things going on. Heck thinks it's rumours. Even if it's AI animated, his coffee wouldn't say he's dead. Can be in USA or Spain or whatever. Maybe that's the case. Dennis said Grok proved it, and Jay Silver said boom boom boom. So yeah, let's look at what we've got on this sort of topic, on this story. So this is yesterday. We did go over these 2 posts yesterday. So basically, first things first, Netanyahu posted a tweet, and this is the coffee shop video. So he done a tweet, supposedly it was Netanyahu that posted this anyway, and he says, they say I'm what? Watch. And then he posted this video in the coffee shop. I'm sure you guys have all seen it, but we're going to play it again just for some context so we can get back into the story.
תודה. מה שאלת אותי?
ראש הממשלה אומרים ברשת שאתה בכלל מת?
אני מת על קפה, אתה יודע מה? אני מת על העם שלי. איך הם מתנהגים, פנטסטי. אתה רוצה לספור את מספר אצבעות?
אתה יכול להראות לנו?
פה. פה. היית?
יפה מאוד.
So I don't speak terrorist language, but I'm guessing he's showing his hands to say, you know, he's got 5 fingers.
לחיים.
אני חושב של המסר לאנשים שיוצאים ומתאווררים,
לצאת להתאוורר, אבל ליד מרחב מוגן. והעמידה שלכם היא מדהימה, נותנת כוח לי, לממשלה, לצה"ל, למוסד. אנחנו עושים דברים ש...
Does anyone speak terrorist? Does anyone know what he's saying?
אבל עושים דברים מכים באיראן
Read
חזק
subtitles
מאוד,
on this
גם
shit.
ביום הזה, גם בלבנון, ממשיכים. אתם אומרים לי להמשיך? אני אומר לכולכם, גם אתם תמשיכו. תמשיכו להישמע להוראות פיקוד העורף, כל הזמן, להישמע להוראות פיקוד העורף, וגם לראשי הערים, להיות תמיד ליד מרחב מוגן. ואנחנו נקל ככל שהדבר ניתן. ותודה לך על הקפה, הוא מצוין. אני לא יודע לגבי הקלוריות, זה נראה לי מסוכן מאוד.
So was it this part of the video on the screen?
ותודה
came
לך
up?
על הקפה, הוא מצוין.
I'm pretty sure it's here, you know, we can't really see it. Well, we can see it. Basically, someone took a screen grab. I don't know where the screen grab's gone. Can't zoom in either. But it's like a screen grab, and I'm pretty sure there's like a date here somewhere. And it says 2024, which is interesting. Maybe if it's, could be an old video, could be an AI video. But then I shared saying take off the mask, this isn't Netanyahu, and the reason I said this is because of this picture. You know, he looks very different on the left to right side, you know. This is the video he shared, a picture here. And this is him in, you know, recent photos from that same angle. I mean, he looks very, very different. You know, the ear looks different. The whole, like, face structure looks different. Like, the whole head shape looks different. Like, the way his head bends there. You know, it's more of like a easy curve here. And the hair, of course, looks a bit different. The nose looks smaller there, if you think about it. The nose looks very bigger here compared to this picture. It looks like his nose has shrunk. I mean, I don't know. Someone posted this in the comments. The reality, 96.9% chance AI generated. Interesting. And then, of course, yesterday he missed his meeting as well. Yesterday, he didn't attend his meeting, and then today, not only did he miss the meeting yesterday, but he missed the meeting again today. So 2 days in a row now he's missed a meeting, which raises some suspicions. Obviously, this is just in pure terrorist language. I don't think anyone wants to hear it, but we'll just skip through. You can see that he's not here again. Interesting, seeing as they're in the middle of a war, you'd think he would be attending. And, you know, I posted this tweet as well. Where is Netanyahu? I mean, does that look like the same person to you guys? I don't know. And people are showing how easy it is to just do these AI videos, you know. Look, someone posted Iran's Supreme Leader visited the same cafe. It just shows you, like, it's not hard to make these videos. Think about it, guys, yeah? If someone with just a few dollars, like an average citizen from America or England or whatever, can make one of these videos, imagine what the whole of Israel can make, the whole Israeli government, you know, Mossad. Imagine what type of funding they've got and what videos they could make if they really wanted to, because look how realistic this video looks.
מה שאלת אותי?
ראש הממשלה אומרים ברשת שאתה בכלל מת?
אני מת על קפה, אתה יודע מה? אני מת על העם שלי. איך הם מתנהגים, פנטסטי. אתה רוצה לספור את מספר אצבעות?
אתה יכול להראות לנו?
פה. היית?
יפה מאוד.
לחיים.
אני חושב של המסר לאנשים שיוצאים ומתאווררים,
לצאת להתאוורר, אבל ליד מרחב מוגן. והעמידה שלכם היא מדהימה, נותנת כוח לי, לממשלה.
Ah, shit. How long have I been on Facecam for, man? What the fuck? I ain't even showing you guys the video. Shit, man. Sorry, guys. Let me watch back my stream. How long have you been watching me for? Why did someone say something? Okay, so you saw the picture. Okay, so you saw the picture. Sorry, so you just didn't see this video. Let me rewind it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, this video, look, they're just showing how easy it is to actually make these AI videos.
מה שאלת אותי?
ראש הממשלה אומרים ברשת שאתה בכלל מת?
אני מת על קפה, אתה יודע מה? אני מת על העם שלי. איך הם מתנהגים, פנטסטי. אתה רוצה לספור את מספר אצבעות?
אתה יכול להראות לנו?
פה. היית?
יפה מאוד.
לחיים.
אני חושב של המסר לאנשים שיוצאים ומתאווררים,
לצאת להתאוורר, אבל ליד מרחב מוגן. והעמידה שלכם היא מדהימה, נותנת כוח לי, לממשלה, לצה"ל, למוסד. אנחנו עושים...
Yeah, so it just shows really how easily it can be faked. Imagine like the funding Mossad's got as well, you know. And yeah, so then another video came out again. Let me see if I can pull up Netanyahu's full video quickly that he posted, or someone posted on his account, should I say. So yeah, Netanyahu posted another video. This one, he said, sticking to the guidelines and winning together. Yeah, let me know what you think, man. Do you think this is AI, or are we reaching?
פה עם שיר ושיר. איזה יופי. תודה רבה. תודה לכם.
תודה רבה.
תודה לכם. טוב, קצת לספוג שמש. שלום לכם. של מי הכלב? שלך. איזה סוג זה?
נענית, ישראלית.
נענית ישראלית, כל הכבוד. טוב, גם לה מגיע קצת.
ישראלית אמיתית.
יאללה, לכולכם מגיע. כן, כן. יצאתם להתעורר קצת?
כן.
יפה מאוד. תראה, על ירושלים, יש משהו יותר יפה מזה?
אין על ירושלים.
אין על ירושלים, אין, נהדר.
Sorry guys, as well, I don't know why my chat's ain't coming through. You guys have probably told me already that that I was sitting on my face cam for ages. Just reading your comments quickly. Thank you, Samuk. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that so much. If you could go over to Kick, yeah, that'd be great. They probably own AI yet, Jay Sylvia, right? Afternoon, Umar, thanks for tuning in. You sound seafaring and you don't like the thumbnails now? Yeah, I don't know why it's not coming up down here. Anyway.
הוא השתגע מזה.
תשמע, אני זוכר את זה.
אתה זוכר? קוראים לו גיא.
הוא היה, זה היה במטוס. אוקיי, תמסרו לו דש. איזה יופי. שלום. שלום לכם. גם אתם יצאתם קצת להתעורר?
קצת להתעורר.
כמובן שיש מרחב מוגן במקום כזה.
מרחב מוגן, איפה הוא, את יודעת?
ממש שמה, בטח. א' ב' זה לבדוק.
כמה צעדים מכאן, נכון?
כמה צעדים.
יופי, זה הכי חשוב.
צה"ל ינצח ואנחנו נשמור על עצמנו.
מצוין, זה בדיוק.
חד משמעי.
את אמרת הכי טוב. מה, הציבור מבין את העניין. אבל הנה הפרט הכי חשוב. איך קוראים לך?
שיר.
מה ששיר אמר, ואת?
שיר גם.
יש לנו שני שירים כאן. מה ששיר ושיר אמרו זה הדבר המרכזי. צריך להבין, זה דורש אורך רוח, אבל זה גם אפשר לפעמים לצאת לרוח, להתאוורר, אבל תמיד להיות ליד מרחב מוגן, וגם פה יש.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Is AI? I don't know. But of course, user man. Of course, we're trying to do them every day. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. It looks a bit suspicious, but the reason I brought up this video is because there was an interesting breakdown that came up, and I shared this video. I think Lord Bebo was the one who originally posted this. I said, why is Israel releasing AI videos of Netanyahu? Is the demon dead? Is he dead, guys? Is he dead? I don't know. Let's watch this, because I didn't even notice this in the first video. But if you watch his ring very closely in this video. So the ring's there? No ring. It just vanished. Ring's visible again. What do you guys think, man? Suspicious, right? Suspicious. Tony, thank you for tuning in on Kick. It's probably real, but could be an old video. Yeah, I mean, it could be real, but I don't know why the ring's vanishing off his hand. I saw some people said that maybe it's like a filter or something, and you know, like when you get them Snapchat filters and it makes stuff change and that. I don't know. It's definitely suspicious, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. If he isn't dead, he could be in hospital. He was ill before the Iran invasion. I mean, to be honest, that's sort of my theory, you know, that if he is dead, that they will try and say that Iran didn't kill him and they'll blame it on his medical issues he's got going on or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's play the video one more time though, because this is crazy stuff. This is crazy stuff.
אתם להתעורר? קצת?
כן.
יפה מאוד. תראה, ירושלים. יצאתם להתעורר קצת?
I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you think it's AI? Are we going too far down the conspiracy rabbit hole? Or is it just a Snapchat filter and he's alive? I posted this post as well and said, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is, guys. It doesn't look like Netanyahu to me. Interesting. Interesting. Someone in the comments claimed that it's AI. I mean, we could go down this rabbit hole for a long time. I don't want to waste too much time on it. We will play this last video. User, I'm letting them get in my head. I know. It's part of the Mossad operation, maybe. They're trolling us. We'll watch one more. Because if he's dead, it's a big move, you know? It's a big, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Someone said, Netanyahu's... I haven't even watched this video, by the way, guys, so I don't know if this is legit. It's just literally in my comments, but someone said Netanyahu's startup cafe video is AI generated. Look how the coffee jumps from his left hand to his right hand in less than a second. 56 seconds, he's firmly and awkwardly holding the cup in his right hand while his left hand is in his pocket, and at 57 seconds, he's magically holding the cup in his left hand. This is very slowed down, isn't it? I don't know. I think this one might be reaching a bit, to be fair, because to me, it looks like he's got it in his right hand. You see him pull out his, like you can see here, like he's about to pull his hand out of his coat, and then he looks like he probably just swapped hands to shake this guy's hand. I don't know. This one seems like maybe we're reaching a bit too hard. Someone said check the date on the cash register. That's the thing that provides doubt. 2024. Yeah, that's what I said. I saw that image somewhere. I can't find it. I know that there was an image somewhere saying that that it was in 2024. Trump says we won constantly. Maybe he's panicking. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he's dead, or are we just being conspiracy theorists a little bit? Usually all conspiracy theories end up coming true, you know, so they call you crazy at first and then, you know, we get proved right 99% of the time. So it'd be great if we get proved right for this one, but it is it's a sticky one. This one is a sticky one. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on it all. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that one, but we're getting some proper news anyway. So where should we start? Fingers crossed. Yeah, exactly, fingers crossed. Only got a few bits as well in each one because obviously we done a stream last night, you know. I'm just looking where I want to start us off on. Got some few bits from, let's just go over the little bits first to do with Israel, seeing as we're on the subject. Jay Silver says, look at Diddy. Yeah, we was true right on those conspiracy theories, I guess. This video is from the 2024 visit. Notice he's wearing the same clothes as the 2024 visit. I haven't seen the 2024 visit, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so let's go on to some more stuff about Israel. So last night we saw the Israeli Broadcasting Authority reported that preparations for maximum mobilization of up to 450,000 reserve soldiers It shows you guys they are taking L's. They're taking L's. They're, you know, calling out the reserves right now. I mean, I suppose it's probably quite hard to start wars in like 6 different countries at once, to be fair. You know, despite all the American funding that they get and all of the funding that they get from around the world. I suppose, you know, in trying to invade Lebanon, trying to invade Gaza, starting a war with Iran, bombing Syria, trying to invade there, all of these different countries, I suppose you're going to be losing a lot of men, you know. So it sucks if you're one of the very few that lives in Israel that doesn't agree with your government, because chances are if you're a reserve soldier, you're probably going to go die against Iran or Hezbollah. I'm not sure. Samak said if he is dead, they'll probably replace him with another demon. Yeah, 100% they will, man. 100%. That's what I mean. We'll have to wait and see, you know. I feel like if Netanyahu is dead, then we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know until at least the war's over with Iran, I think, because I think they know it will make them look weak. So I don't know. I don't think they'll announce it. It's happening. Couple of Burks. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah. Anyway, some more footage from Tel Aviv this morning at the Ben Gurion airport. An Iranian missile fell in the vicinity.
Yo, נפל פה לידי.
So yeah, Tel Aviv still getting hit by the Iranians. They're not backing down. We've got another short clip as well of an Iranian missile fragment landing in central Shoham, which is also near Tel Aviv. Let's play this video.
זה עכשיו. הלך הבית, יואו, אימא'לה.
Yeah, Iran's still hitting Israel hard. Where's the others like Ben Gvir? Not seen him for a while. Yeah, Ben Gvir, he came out and made a tweet, didn't he, the other day saying like, haha, I'm alive, blah, blah, blah. But we haven't really seen any footage of him either. So, seems like they're all on the missing radar. Even if they're not dead, they may be in hiding, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure. And also we had footage from the Israeli Knesset this morning, which was interrupted by Iranian missiles. This is a good video.
דוגמה בלייב, דוגמה בזמן אמת על הניתוק של הקואליציה הזאת שבזמן מלחמה דנה בדברים לא רלוונטיים. הנה התראה בזמן אמת שמלמדת על הניתוק של הקואליציה. בושה וחרפה שאתם דנים.
Chaos in Tel Aviv, chaos in Israel. The meetings will not continue as long as they are at war with the Iranians. Yeah, I did see that Lego video. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. Yeah, only a few bits on Israel this morning. What else have we got? So yeah, of course the Israeli and the American terrorism still continues on mainly the civilians and the... Oh, what's that noise? We have a super chat from Low Gun 5 Run. Thank you, brother. He's probably on the run to avoid jail, like Adolf Hitler. Maybe that's what we just said. Like, even if he's not dead, I think he may be on the run. It's exactly that. He's probably hiding somewhere in a bunker. And like I say, I don't think that if he died, they would announce it, you know? I don't think they'd announce it until at least after the war. But thank you so much, man. People like you that help keep us going. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, what was we saying? So yeah, the war continues with Israel and Iran. Obviously, Israel and America continue to target civilian areas in Iran, while Iran continues to give the soldiers and the military bases complete help. Last night after the stream, I went on to X and I saw some videos. And basically, across the Iranian capital, Tehran, US and Israeli strikes were reported. And of course, they were reported in civilian areas. Let's play the video. I haven't got any sound on this one. It's alright, it's only a 10-second video. You can see the smoke pouring up all from the houses over here, look. So yeah, the terrorism doesn't stop, unfortunately. So then yeah, there's more footage from... There's more footage, well, more images and footage from after the American and Israeli strike. So American Israeli forces carried out a missile attack targeting a densely populated residential complex in Arak, which is in Iran. And from the images, you can see who the targets were. Doesn't look like a military base, does it? You see kids' toys scattered everywhere. More kids' toys, you know, more damaged buildings, destroyed buildings with kids' toys everywhere. Some more images from the residential tower that was hit. And another image from more residential towers that were hit. So yeah, what can we say, man? These terrorists, they don't stop. Because we had more videos revealing the destruction after a US and Israeli strike hit a neighborhood in Tehran. Let's play the video.
خب یه قسمتی از تهران مورد اصابت واقع شده. دوباره این کوچه کاملا مسکونی هست و عزیزانی که گیر افتاده بودن دارن توسط عوامل امدادی خارج میشن. جستجو ادامه داره. امیدواریم که شهیدی نداشته باشیم.
Yeah, terrorism continues, guys. The terrorism continues. We have dash cam footage as well, showing a massive airstrike hitting a building in Hamadan in Iran, sending shrapnel and debris from the explosion towards nearby cars. Of course, civilians, you know, driving around, minding their own business. These terrorists are basically targeting civilian areas, like they have done in Palestine, like they have done in Lebanon, Yemen, Syria, you name it. They target civilians everywhere they go. So it's not a surprise, unfortunately. Crazy, man. The terrorism continues. Sorry if that was a bit loud. That really hurt my ears in my headphones. But yeah, terrorism continues. Terrorism continues. More footage of Iran's Red Crescent taking civilians out from the rubble in Tehran after Israeli and American attacks. Let's play this video. Yeah. God bless the Red Crescent for working such a hard job, you know. But in the meantime, after all the terrorism was going on, missiles from Iran landed in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv only a couple of hours ago. So, you know, the Iranians are still fighting back and they are not scared at all. We had a video of Abbas Arachi doing another, was from the same interview we saw last night, I believe, but I didn't post this one on the stream last night. Basically, the interviewer asked him, at least 4 Americans are being held at Evin prison. Are they safe? And Arachi replied, well, if the US and Israel do not attack our prisons, then I guess they are safe. And it's true, you know. What was the reason why most Israeli hostages died in Gaza? Because Israelis were bombing their own hostages. You know, they'd never cared about their own people. Same thing that's going on here over in Iran. Let's play the clip.
There are at least 4 Americans being held at Evin prison that we know of, including a journalist, Reza Valizadeh, and Cameron Hekmati, a 61-year-old man. What is the status of those Americans? Are they safe?
Well, if the U.S. and Israel do not attack our prisons, I guess they are safe.
There are at least 4 Americans.
Exactly that, man. W. Abbas Arachi as always. I think that's all from the Iran stuff. Oh no, wait, sorry, my bad. And we saw Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov come out with a statement, and he said, Iran is in a state of self-defense and it's targeting the military facilities of the country that attacked it. And yeah, it's simple, isn't it, guys? It's not rocket science, you know. Pretty sure anyone can see that this is just a self-defense. Like, they was literally attacked first. Even the mainstream media was saying that they was attacked first, and that's a rare W for the mainstream media, you know. But yeah, and of course, 5 hours ago, the US and Israel bombed yet another elementary school earlier this morning. I mean, I don't know why they don't ever report this stuff on the mainstream news, you know. They want to talk all this stuff about Iran being bad and all this, but they don't ever show us this side of it. Wonder why that is. They're worried that they're going to lose even more of the population than they already have. I mean, I don't think anyone supports Israel at this stage, you know, at this stage. But yeah, I don't know. Why is it, guys? Why is it that they do this? They just target schools and children and civilians. That's their way of retaliating. Apparently, it's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Check up on you guys in the comments. Got a funny feeling the dog's still alive. Yeah, I think we all have, unfortunately. Yeah, his baby gone bye-bye. I don't know, we're waiting, man. We're waiting for the confirmation. Seems a bit suspicious what's going on. That's all I'll say on it. But yeah, on to a couple of bits from America now. Some stuff that's been going on over in America. So, we'll start off with this video. So, Kevin Hassett, who is the director of the US National Economic Council, said that US military strikes on Iran have cost about $12 billion so far. $12 billion! Guess who's paying for it? The American taxpayer, of course, not the Israelis. People that probably don't want to fund this war and they're forced to, because if you don't pay your taxes you go to prison. So, yeah. Crazy, man, crazy how much it's costing them. And they're still losing the war as well.
Well, tell me, how much is this war going to cost? Because I know the Pentagon briefed it's going to be about $11.3 billion. Do you need to ask Congress for more money to pay for what you're doing?
I think right now we've got what we need. Whether we have to go back to Congress for more is something that I think that Roosevelt and OMB will look into. But the latest number, you said 11.3, the latest number I was briefed on was 12. And so it's consistent. So this is something that we've got the weapons that we've already got in place to do this. And so we're not necessarily going to need any kind of supplemental.
More than that was spent just the first week of the war. You know that. It was over $5 billion just in munitions. You're
$5 billion?
12
1 week?
6 weeks of war?
No, I'm sorry. The $12 billion was what I was briefed has been spent so far.
Oh, gotcha. Kevin Hassett, thank you very much.
And you could tell, you know, the way he reacted is like he knows that there's been more spent than that. That's just what he was briefed on. In his head, he's probably thinking, yeah, probably like 20 billion. Just 20 billion. It doesn't matter, you know. It's only the US taxpayer. Who cares? Who cares, right? All of us plebs will be paying for this. Israel and USA started this. Exactly, man. It's unfortunate that we have to basically be forced to fund this type of thing. Last night, there were some more explosions reported at the American air base near Baghdad airport. See, look. Just like Sergei Lavrov was saying a minute ago, you know. The Iranians are just targeting the air bases that struck them. It's not rocket science, man. It's self-defense. Got a couple of videos here from it last night. You can't really see much in this video. You can just hear it. Same as this one, I believe. Yeah, not too sure, not too much going on in the video, but you can hear the airstrike. Sounds like Iran is getting their get back for the blatant act of aggression from the Americans and the Zionists. Yeah, some stuff that went on last night at the Oscars. Don't know if you guys saw this. A few clips from the Oscars. A lot of pro-Palestine stuff was going on, you know. A lot of anti-Zionism stuff was going on, which is always great. And basically the team behind the Palestinian drama, The Voice of Hind Rajab, attended the Oscars wearing pins advocating for a permanent ceasefire in the Middle East. So can we get a W for these people? A W for these people. Let's play the video.
I want to ask you about the pin you're wearing, and you're wearing one too. Can you tell us about choosing to wear these pins today?
Yes, so this pin is a collaboration with an artist called Shepherd Ferry. It's artists for ceasefire, and we're demanding a permanent ceasefire because there is no ceasefire right now. There are bombings happening to this day, destruction, displacements all over the world. You know, in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Iran, in Venezuela, and everywhere. And this is
happening in the U.S. ICE.
ICE as well, yes. So this is a demand for a permanent ceasefire.
Yes.
Did you want to add to that?
Sorry?
Did you want to add anything about your pin?
Yeah, I want to add that you know we feel very thrilled, almost very thrilled to be here, because we missed something very important. The fourth actor, our lead male, Mu'taz Malhis, that he was banned from entering the USA and to attend the Oscars, and that's something that our celebration, it can't happen today fully because we miss him.
And it proved to you that what's happening in America, differentiating people than one another, and making, you know, what's happening with ICE, Minneapolis, Gaza, everywhere, it's all connected. And we are all the same, we are all human, and hatred is a cancer. And people should open their hearts, and our governments should acknowledge the other and be accountable to their atrocities everywhere.
W for those guys, W for those guys speaking out at such a big event like the Oscars, you know, putting it on the mainstream media. Big W for them. We also had Spanish actor Javier Bardem, who wore a No to War and a Palestinian Handala badges at the Oscars, so you can see him in the picture here. You know, W him as well, a legend. Always a Spanish, isn't it? Always a Spanish on the right side of history.
I want to ask you about the pin you...
And also during the Oscars monologue, Conan O'Brien called out certain paedophiles in America. He said it's the first time since 2012 there are no British actors nominated for Best Actor or Best Actress. A British spokesperson said, "Yeah, well, at least we arrest our paedophiles." Let's play the clip.
First time since 2012 that there are no British actors nominated for Best Actor or Best Actress. Yeah, British spokesperson said, "Yeah, well, at least we arrest our pedophiles." So, we got that.
Crazy, man, crazy. W for that guy as well. W for Conan O'Brien. Putting this stuff on the mainstream is always great, you know, because a lot of people that just watch mainstream media all day don't actually have a clue about what's going on. So it's little things like that will make people go and research, you know. Also, you know, terrorist Trump the terrorist. Trump was questioned about the 6 American service members who died last week, but he ignored the question and responded, "Who else?" So someone's asked him a question, he just blatantly skipped past it and asked, you know, who else wants to talk?
Do you have a comment on the 6 service members who passed last week?
Who else? So, what do you want to see in the deal? Because earlier you said reportedly that the deal wasn't good enough.
There will be no nuclear weapons. That's where it starts.
So he just completely brushes past, you know, his own Americans that are being killed. That shows, why are you guys going to die for this man? He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about any of you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, another question to Trump. Like, look how he responds to his own people. This is the guy you want to go lose your life for? A question was asked, "Can you explain why you're sending 5,000 Marines and sailors?" And Trump replied, "You're a very obnoxious person."
Sir, you talked about selling oil. 5,000 Marines and sailors. Can you explain why you're...
very obnoxious person. Go ahead, what were you going to say?
It's like any question he doesn't ask, he's just, you know, blatantly rude and just skips past them. It's a pattern that we're seeing from President Trump. And one more thing, we have a statement. So days after US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth suggested the war in Iran was protected by God, Pope Leo issued a sharp rebuke and called for an immediate ceasefire. Speaking from St. Peter's Square during the Angelus, he urged leaders to cease fire so that avenues for dialogue may be reopened, and condemned attacks on schools, hospitals and homes after 2 weeks of fighting that reportedly killed more than 1,000 civilians. Later, speaking at a parish in Rome, Leo also warned against invoking religion to justify war, and he said, "Someone presumes to involve the name of God in choices of death, and that God cannot be enlisted by the darkness. So he's just basically saying like, stop dragging religion into this, you know. Didn't Trump call a reporter a little piggy? Yes, he did. That's what I mean. This is what this guy is. He's a terrorist. He's a terrorist. He's a rude terrorist. He doesn't care what any of you people think, you know. It's funny, loads of people used to support Trump. Everyone said, Trump's gonna come in and he's gonna stop all these wars. Trump's a peacemaker, you know. No new wars, no new wars. But well, he proved his Zionist colours, didn't he? Remember, there was a lot of people saying as well, Trump, you know, all this pro-Israel stuff at the presidential debates, it's just propaganda, you know. He's just trying to get some Israel supporters on board. Once he's in charge, he's gonna get rid of Israel. He told you so, guys. He told you. He's a Zionist, just the same. It doesn't matter who's in charge. They all disagree on absolutely everything. But when it comes to Israel, for some reason, they all seem to agree. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that funny? Yeah, onto some more stuff anyway. Some stuff from the UAE, I guess we can get onto. Give me a second, and this loads. Yeah, so basically the UAE has been getting hit quite hard lately. Reason being is because, of course, the UAE was letting Americans and Zionist terrorists strike Iran from their military bases. And, of course, Iran didn't take that lightly, and they've been responding to UAE, and they've been going pretty hard on them, to be fair. A lot of people are rushing out to try and say that there's nothing going on over there. A bit suspicious, but yeah, I mean, what can we say? Good call, Saviour was onto him. Yeah, no, I think most people, you know, it's a shame because I guess some people like with Trump, they might have just thought, because I thought especially as well, this is one thing I did think, I thought, I knew that Trump wouldn't stop the war with Israel. I knew he was a Zionist, but I thought, at least with the Russia and Ukraine stuff, you know, he seems like he's got good ties with Russia. I'm sure he'll be able to put at least one war to an end. At least some people will stop dying. But, you know, that was nonsense as well. So, you know, what did he say? Give me 24 hours after I'm in charge. Just 24 hours and I'll tell Putin and this war will be over. Well, how long ago did Trump get elected now? What was it? How many years now? Over a year? 2 years? Yeah, doesn't look like he's changed anything, does it? Yeah, it's 2025, wasn't it? January, February? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, back to the UAE. Dubai is still getting hit hard. The whole of the UAE is still getting hit hard. We had a report last night that an Iranian drone struck Dubai International Airport earlier, and the fire is still raging at the site. So, let's show you the videos. You see the burning here. Only a quick 15-second video. Got another one here. These guys got to be careful posting these videos as well. You know, I know a lot of people are getting arrested out in the UAE for this type of thing. And even this morning, the fuel tank, so this is only 8 hours ago, a fuel tank at Dubai International Airport, which was hit overnight by an Iranian drone, is still burning. So, you know, all these hours later, the night before it was bombed, and even in the morning, sorry, it's still burning. It's still burning. I haven't got any sound again, but look at this. It's a crazy fire, man. No one's put it out yet. It must be hard. It's a hard one to put out. Yeah. Looks like they're not, you know, giving the UAE a break either. Because we saw also satellite images showed Iranian drone strikes on the port of Fujairah in the UAE, which was on March the 14th, with 2 fuel tanks in flames and a massive black smoke plume visible all the way from space. Crazy, man. Look at this. So we've got one video here, some images. See the damage done. And this is visible all the way from space, guys. I mean, Crazy, man. We've got an image as well, I think. Yeah, look at that. Oh, from a couple of days ago. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Yeah, and we had more footage showing the aftermath of the Iranian drone attacks in Fujairah in the UAE. Someone recorded it on their dash cam. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy videos coming out of the UAE. Imagine the pollution going into the atmosphere because of what the US and Israel started. Exactly that. Exactly that. They always complain about, oh, you know, global warming, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they're just, you know, blowing countries up. So, hypocrisy is crazy. And we've got another image from Dubai today. I believe that this is at the Dubai Mall. Someone who's been to Dubai in the comments, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. But me, myself, I visited Dubai before. And I visited Dubai Mall, and it looks like the same area as the Dubai Mall. I'm not too sure though. I'm not 100%. If we've got any people from the UAE or anyone that's been to the UAE, Dubai, I can confirm if that's the right location. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's all because of American and Israeli terrorism, of course. You know. If it wasn't for the Americans, Dubai would still be seen as the safe haven, and you know, what can we say? What can we say? We've got some stuff from the Strait of Hormuz as well. Some stuff from the Strait of Hormuz. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure you guys know if you've been paying attention to this war, or even if you just know about the Strait of Hormuz and what it's worth. You'll know that this has been a very big factor of this war. You know, since the Iranians have took full control over the Strait of Hormuz, it's putting it's putting countries into economic collapse. Everyone's getting rinsed. You know, everyone's losing money. Dubai real estate's going down. Everything's going down all because of the wars. But the Strait of Hormuz, you know, all the oil transportation around the world is basically put on hold. So of course, oil prices are skyrocketing right now as well. Yeah, let's show you some stuff what we've got on that Strait of Hormuz. So we saw an Iranian man holding a sign that read, "Entry of dogs and Americans into the Strait of Hormuz is forbidden." It's forbidden. Don't try it. Don't try it. Remember what Trump said? Trump said the Strait of Hormuz, it's safe, you know. Don't be scared of the Iranians. Just pass through. They're not going to do anything. And what happened to that Thai cargo ship? And we saw the guy taking a selfie like that. The ship's burning behind him. Don't listen to that orange terrorist. Don't listen to that orange terrorist. Speaking of the terrorist, speaking of Trump the terrorist, Trump made a statement. The countries that get the oil should keep the Strait of Hormuz open, not the US. We will help them a lot. They get all the oil. We don't get anything from the Strait, so they should participate. So you know, that's how you can see that there's desperation. Trump's desperate now. He's trying to get other countries. Oh, come on, guys! Like, just go get the oil. Like, it's nothing to do with us if it comes from you. Shows that it's affecting them. It's affecting them more than they're leading on. Trump keeps trying to make all these statements as well every day. The war's over. The war's over. You know, don't worry, guys. It's only temporary. These oil and gas prices going up. It'll be back to normal soon. All right then. Whatever you say, buddy. And in a meeting in the Oval Office last week, a frustrated Trump pressed General Dan Kane, who's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, about why the United States could not immediately reopen the Strait of Hormuz. So you can tell it's really getting to him, guys. As much as he wants to act like it's not, it's definitely getting to him. It's definitely getting to him. Some other bits and bobs on that. We've got every country has refused to help Trump reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And it's just like a minute ago we read his statement in begging everyone to open it. So Germany, they've refused. They said, what does Trump expect from the handful of European frigates that the powerful US Navy can't do? This is not our war, and we didn't start it. Red W for Germany there. Australia, they commented on it. They said, we won't be sending a ship to the Strait of Hormuz. Even the UK, reopening the strait is not a simple task. The UK will not be drawn into a wider war. France, there is no question of sending any vessels to the Strait of Hormuz. Japan, circumstances do not warrant military participation from Japan. South Korea, we are closely monitoring President Trump's remarks. And China, no comment, to be expected. So yeah, unfortunately for you, Trump, looks like your plan isn't working, you know. No one wants to go near the Strait of Hormuz. No one wants to lose their people. No one wants to be dragged into a wider conflict with Iran, which will directly affect their countries. It's already getting affected enough, you know. They don't want to be involved, Mr. Trump, Mr. Terrorist Trump. Iran allowed a Pakistani oil tanker to cross through the Strait of Hormuz. So, you know, like I said the other day, as long as you don't have ties with these evil Zionists, then, yeah, I'm sure you'll be alright. They let China pass the other day as well. And Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi came out and said America started the war in search of our unconditional surrender, and now it's begging other countries to open the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. And also, American oil companies are set to earn an additional $63 billion from the US and Iran war, making them among its main beneficiaries. It says US companies will earn an additional $5 billion in profit this month alone, thanks to a 47% rise in oil prices since the start of the conflict. So, yeah, it shows you guys, isn't it? It's the poor people that get affected by it, you know? Not even particularly the poor people, just like the working class people that get affected by it. These rich politicians and billionaires, they're not getting affected by any of this. You think all these big companies are getting affected by this? No, they're actually making money from this. Investors are making money from this. So Trump needs to, it just shows that people like Trump, you know, he doesn't care about his people. He only cares about benefiting his class, people that are his puppets. If he cared about his own people, then I'm sure he would try and put an end to this war. But, you know, what can we expect from a Zionist terrorist like Trump? We've got someone on Kick. MJ, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you guys if you could go over to... not Kick, sorry, Twitch. I appreciate if you could go over to Kick, man. That's where we need everyone there. That's where we need everyone. What else can we go over? Let's check some live updates on the news, I guess. See if we've got anything going on. False flag coming soon. Yeah, I hope not, but you know, it's definitely possible. Let's see what we've got going on since the video started. So yeah, talking of false flags, like you just said, Eid Bamoon. Iran's Lavrov warned of plots to implicate Iran in a false flag attack on US soil. I mean, yeah, that's definitely possible, unfortunately. Speaker of the Iranian Parliament, Mohammed Bagher Ghalibaf, mocked Trump, saying he claims he's defeated us 9 times in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I think we saw that statement yesterday as well. It's funny, isn't it? And a Chinese firm claimed it intercepted B-2 radio signals during the US strike on Iran. Interesting. And yeah, look, Jackson Hinkle actually done an interview as well, speaking about false flags, with the ex-CIA station chief, Michael Schooner. Maybe we'll watch that a bit later. Saviour for PM. I don't think I'm that educated, man. And I don't want to die either. You know what they do to their people that don't agree with the Israelis. I mean, look at JFK, man. Look at these other politicians and prime ministers. What happens to them when they speak up against this type of thing, you know? And also, like, you know, political parties, they don't have enough funding to get in charge. They don't have enough funding to actually get anywhere unless you're like proper, you know, unless you're like a Republican or a Democrat or, you know, UK Labour, Conservative, that type of thing. You're not ever going to get the right media push that any of these people would. These people own the media, you know. They're going to push you so hard if you're part of the club, but of course we're not part of the club, you know. Let's check some live news, I guess. Let's see what's going on over on X. See if we've got anything happening over there. Give me a second. Everyone's just saying Netanyahu's dead. Let's yeah, just loads of videos coming from Dubai. Trying to find something good, you know. Sorry guys, let me show you my screen just so you can see. Just scrolling the news right now, trying to see if there's any live updates. Loads of nonsense coming up. Yeah, look, someone said, I know Netanyahu normally has big ears, but they're not that big. Yeah, bloody hell actually, look how big they've got. I don't know what's happened to him, maybe he's got an ear infection. Loads of videos about this ring video, you know. Oh yeah, someone shared my post. Like, it's one thing to send the body double to the cafe, it's something completely different to have him sit on a Security Council meeting. Exactly that, I've got to repost that one. That's true. You know, it's easy for them to fake these AI videos in the coffees and coffee shops and things like that, but I suppose doing it in a meeting with, you know, a real Security Council meeting going on, I suppose it's going to be a lot harder to fake that type of thing. It's going to be a lot harder. Because all the videos of the coffee shops and things like that, you know, we didn't really know anyone in the background of any of them videos, so it's easy to fake random people that we don't know. You know, if there's already questions being asked if that Netanyahu was real in them videos, so I'm sure if we had, like, I don't know, the whole, like, Israel Katz, like the whole shebang of all these people there, I'm sure we would start noticing, hang on a minute, Israel Katz, his hand looks weird, and Netanyahu, like, his eyes don't look right, you know what I mean? It would be easier to spot if they're fake, but if they're people that we don't know, then it's harder for us to tell if they're actually real or not. He might not be gone, but something is going on that Israel is trying so hard to hide. I don't know who this guy is. Let's see what this guy had to say about it.
Hello everyone, my name is Mo, and I'm a marketing and advertising professional that understands the ins and outs of AI, especially from a visual standpoint. And I'd like to take you all on a journey of Benjamin Milakowski Netanyahu's coffee, that you all may know as Coffeegate. So I'm sure you've seen this video by now, in an attempt to dispel the rumors that Netanyahu is dead. And at first, I've been a skeptic about all the news because of all the misinformation out there with zero verifications. But after watching this video very closely, it's starting to become a bit apparent that something is way off. Aside from the fact that this video is heavily filtered and unnaturally blurred out in portrait mode. And aside from his teeth looking like they shifted in every sentence, and aside from the incredibly scripted and choreographed nature of this entire scene, and aside from the fact that when Grok was asked, it said it was AI, and then backtracked it after the fact, and aside from the fact that when run through AI software it comes back as mostly AI, and aside from the fact that people on the ground are reporting that Sataf Cafe, which is the cafe that Netanyahu's in this video, has been closed for weeks since the conflict with Iran, which checks out considering there aren't any recent Google reviews of this place, with most reviews being 3 weeks to a month ago, and the only recent ones are the ones making fun of this establishment for taking part in this PR stunt. No, really, the most recent comments are hilarious. And of course, Sataf Cafe posted a still image of Netanyahu in their cafe, which I think anyone can do at this point. And they are so proud of his little PR stunt because it gives their illegal business sitting illegally on stolen Palestinian land in Jerusalem more business. And they are so proud that they even shared how proud they are that they're featured in the United States' most racist news publication, the New York Post. So yes, aside from all of that, the one thing anyone with an eye for AI would do is find the one inanimate object with the most detail going through the most movement. And that's the coffee. I went ahead and zoomed in and followed the coffee cup the entire time for you so that you can gauge a few things for yourselves.
This one's going to be interesting, isn't it?
But here are my observations. When he picks up the cup, it is filled to the absolute brim, and he picks it up rather aggressively without spilling a single drop. The top of the coffee seems to be a uniform solid color, and then miraculously, a foam design shows up on the top of the cup. This happens a couple of times throughout the clip. I want you to keep in mind that Netanyahu is talking the entire time, not looking at the cup at all, while his hands move as he talks, and not a single drop is spilled down the cup the entire time. He even takes a healthy sip of this coffee, and not only is it still at the exact same level to the brim of the cup, but the foam design has barely moved. For all of you latte drinkers out there, I think we all know the foam design gets destroyed on that first sip. He then manages to switch the coffee to the other hand so quickly, while he vigorously shakes another guy's hand with his right hand, and then brings the coffee back to the right hand. Still not a single drop spilled. And here's the thing, I still don't really believe he's dead yet, and I won't believe it until I see that dead piece of shit's corpse. But I am enjoying how shitty the kings of propaganda are at what they apparently do best. Until then, let's not make any definitive statements until it is 100% verified and proven. Peace and love.
Yeah, man, W that guy, man. Yeah, he's exposed some interesting points. Sapling Jazz, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, some interesting points he made there. I don't know why my YouTube chat's never coming up down the side. Interesting, but yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Think we're reaching too much? I don't know. Even the dog smelled the evil wafting. Of course, another person killed in Iran. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, brilliant analysis. Exactly that, Sarmak. You know, that guy broke it down quite. Especially, it's true. You know, the coffee and things like that. The foam in the coffee. It's true. If you drink coffee, you know, it will move. But apparently in that one it hasn't. So I'm just changing my chat. I can see it. Play it again. I would play it again, but it's like 3 minutes. You know, I don't know. I don't really want to play it again. We'll come back to it in a little while. I'm sure it will come back up. Who is your cameraman? He's between two COVID masks. Guards wildly moving the camera as soon as someone speaks, and it's centimeters in front of a guard's face for the next shot. This guy doesn't know personal space. Follow the camera and tell me it's not weird. I mean, yeah, there's just a lot of dodgy stuff coming on about this Netanyahu, man. Obviously, this bitch went to India. Yeah, after trashing them for so long, sign this bitch. What else have we got going on? Why is he doing what's he doing an Am I Alive tour while the whole Middle East is in conflict and mayhem? Yeah, I know, it seems a bit of like, you know what I mean, like they're trying to force it too hard. It feels like this Netanyahu stuff. Like, if you weren't dead, like, I'm sure you wouldn't really care. You just come out and join the Security Council meeting and just talk normally. Follower on Twitch, thank you, Lock-in Marcus, man, I appreciate you. It's blatantly AI, but that doesn't mean he's dead. He's probably just hiding like a coward. Yeah, that's my sort of view on it, you know. Yeah. I'm not sure, Marcus, man. You maybe need to go over to Kick. What's this? Guessing this is going to be about. He's just probably going to be saying that it's not real. Damn, Hassan really thought he was dead. He's run to his bunker. He needs you to think he's died because people don't look for dead people. And yeah, I feel like they know they'll look very weak if they'll know that they'll look very weak if he comes out and says he's dead. Mahmood said, after carefully watching Netanyahu's recent video, I can now safely say that they're hiding something big. I'll go through all the details in my live stream later today. Yeah, we'll look out for that one. Alex Jones talking nonsense. According to the Israeli media outlet Ynet, Israeli Minister Orit Struk announced today on X the death of her daughter Shoshana. Wonder how she died. Maybe an Iranian strike? Suppose we have to wait for that one. Yeah, we saw this video earlier. Spetsnaz posted, things must be really bad if this is the greatest distraction they could come up with. So yeah, the New York Post have been tweeting that apparently, you know, the new leader's gay. Apparently, that's the best they've got. He said Trump's request of other nations to deploy naval assets to the Straits of Hormuz have been rejected. Israel is stuck in Lebanon and the Gulf is no longer safe. But sure, gay Ayatollah. Exactly, man. It's like anything, man. It's all they've got. They haven't got any other wins, have they? So they have to just fabricate some story about him being gay. You know? What's this video? Oh, we've got some horrific scenes from the West Bank. Yeah, I don't want to play that because it's probably gonna, you know, flag the stream. But an Israeli settler deliberately ran his car over a Palestinian child in the West Bank. The IDF acknowledged the case but dropped the charges. Yep, Israeli terrorism continues across the world. We got a video from Thailand. Israeli tourists in Thailand got beaten up by ladyboys after harassing the locals. W. Let's watch the video. What the hell is going on here? What's going on here then? Show us some action. Oh! Oh! Knockout! Did you see that? Let's rewind that, man. That was a direct hit. Look at this. Oh! Ouch! He got kicked in the head as well. The Zionists are taking L's everywhere, man. Not a good day, man. Not a good day in Thailand for the Zionists. I always see videos of Zionists getting like kicked out of Thailand and beaten up in Thailand. It's funny, man. Oh, he's getting his head beaten. Damn, man. Oh, again. Oh my days. Look at him laughing at him. Stupid fucking Zionists, man. Lady boys don't give a fuck over there. They're all protected. Seriously, badasses over there. Yeah, man. W for the lady boys in Thailand, man. Even they don't like the Zionists. Oh, what's happened here? It's gonna stupid X. Where was we? His mate ran off. I know, man. The Zionists, they always leave their like own people as well. Yeah, we was here. Big up Thailand. Yeah, big up Thailand. Big up Thailand. This is some propaganda, man. Mara Northwood, a propagandist. Yeah, we know about that video. Oh look, these disgusting Israeli comedians. An Israeli comedian, Yoni Kletzel, makes jokes about Palestinian children and starvation in Gaza. So I mean, these people are sick, man. These people are sick.
The Palestinian film just got an award at the Oscars. Yeah, it's weird. I actually don't believe that Palestinian films should win any awards ever, because they only know how to play one role, victim. You know, it's like my family is so starving. They only got 5 trucks of humanitarian aid. Please donate. Link in the bio.
I can't even listen to this disgusting terrorist, man. It's disgraceful. How's that funny? If only a Zionist would laugh at that shit, man. Just laugh at people getting killed. Yeah, it's a bit graphic, that one. We had George Galloway said Israel is so desperate they are releasing terrible AI deepfakes of Netanyahu drinking coffee to prove he's alive. I mean, yeah, it feels like everyone thinks these are fake now.
Released images and audio of Benjamin Netanyahu buying a cup of coffee in a Jerusalem cafe, although that cafe is in fact closed as a result of Iranian strikes. So it would have had to have been specially opened just for him. More importantly, he bought a frothy latte. It was pure frothy. According to Grok, it was 95% likely a fake, an AI or other fake image. According to other experts in the field, it's 97% fake. You could tell by one or two of the characteristics of the fake that it was just that. First of all, it was a distinctly thinner Benjamin Netanyahu than the last time he was pictured in public just 5 days ago. Now, he might be on the Ozempic, but it's working fast if he is. Secondly, he picked up the frothy latte, and it was frothing to the brim, and not a single drop of it spilled. Not a single drop of it appeared on his upper lip. He took a very big drink of it, and then the camera shot the cup again, and if he did take a drink of it, he didn't swallow, because the cup was still filled to the brim. And then we learned that he did exactly the same trick in exactly the same cafe in 2024. And there are some images, whether correct or not, I can't vouch. There are some images that seem to show on the receipt, on the till, that this actually was in 2024. He showed his fingers, and there were only 5 of them, but we could tell he was lying because his lips were moving. But his lips and his ears didn't look like Benjamin Netanyahu's lips and ears. It's really all very perplexing.
Yeah, man, it's definitely strange the times we're living in. Whether he's dead or not, I'm not sure, but these videos are seeming that they are fake, man. Yeah. Can't play just loads of graphic images from Gaza, man. Free Palestine. I don't know about that, TK. You know, that you said they have to say he's dead if he's dead, but my theory on it is that you know, they're not going to announce it until after the war because it's going to make them look weak and, you know, potentially influence Iran to hit them harder. Yeah, and that's my view on it anyway. Who knows? Who knows? It seems to be the talk of the internet right now. Benjamin Netanyahu is literally trending on Twitter. Let's open this in a new tab or something. I don't know. But look, yeah, we've even got Sky News reporting on the Israeli terrorism. Israel has killed 12 medical workers in a strike on a medical centre in South Lebanon. The facility was attacked on a Friday night, bringing the total of medical staff to 31 killed in the past 12 days. That's interesting for Sky News to report on that, isn't it?
The strike happened 2 days ago, but the building is still smoking. There's debris everywhere. You can see boxes of medicine here. There's medical records scattered everywhere, and the whole building just blown apart.
The Israeli military hit this healthcare centre in Burj Kalawai in southern Lebanon, killing 12 healthcare workers. They were doctors, paramedics and nurses.
You really get a sense of the massive impact here. I can feel the smoke blowing in the wind, and just look down there, a huge crater.
They were having dinner when the missile came without warning.
I heard the very loud whistle of a missile, and suddenly a very bright orange light in front of us. So we knew right away they'd hit the center. We rushed in and started searching for the martyrs.
Well, we've just come around the back of the building, and look, you've got 4 floors totally blown apart. The building is just a shell now. The UN has condemned the targeting of medical workers, saying it is a war crime.
The clinic is part of Hezbollah's network of social services.
ومحاولة الإيحاء أن كل ما يمت لحزب الله بصلة هو
They are trying to create a false narrative that everything connected to Hezbollah is military. The medical centers and financial centers are being used to pollute the image of the resistance and to cover up their own military failures.
Now, Hezbollah has brought us here, escorted us here, and there are lots of journalists that they want to witness the destruction. They say that their medical teams are deliberately being targeted, and the Lebanese government has accused the IDF of criminal conduct. The IDF, though, insist that Hezbollah are using hospitals and using ambulances for military purposes.
In a statement, the IDF told Sky News it is aware of reports of a strike in Burj Khalifa and the incident is under review. Hospitals and clinics are in the firing line in this conflict and the human cost is mounting.
That's a rare W for Sky, innit, on that report. Seemed like, you know, don't know what happened there. Don't know who's allowed them to post that, but yeah. Yeah, look. What the fuck? Sky News can actually write a normal headline that doesn't shield Israel. Look at these Israeli terrorists in the comments. If they stayed after being told to evacuate their legitimate targets. Terrorists, man. Yeah, thanks guys for the support. Yeah, and someone said a minute ago, I saw the... Yeah, she's brave wearing a press vest in that part of the world. Yeah, she's very brave. Why are you guys hating on Galloway, man? Galloway's a G. He's been fighting this fight for ages. Oh, why has it done this again? Twitter's so annoying. Yeah. Satin Tommy, man. Thank you for tuning in on Kick. Yeah. Some Epstein stuff. Oh, look at this. I've seen this clip before. Back in 2003, Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu said in an interview how false flags and brainwashing are done. Over 20 years ago he said this, and he's still doing it today.
Get somebody to blow up a bus full of children or a building full of innocent civilians. You have to grind it into their minds. You have to wash their brains and tell them there is a higher cause out there. It's religious, ethnic, racial, whatever. And for that higher cause, you can disregard all the normal rules of morality.
Yeah, interesting, Mr. Netanyahu. Seems like that's what you're doing today. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you always tuning on Kick. Yeah, guys, man, go follow me on Kick. I told you, I need to hit these achievements, look. I need to get my achievements done. All I need is you guys to follow me and drop a comment on my live stream, and it helps me. Because if you just follow me and drop a comment, then you're going to help me with this unique chatter thing. And you're going to help me with the average viewers. And yeah, then all I need is 10 subscribers. I've got my verification. And then also I've got to do this one to get it monetized. Reach a total of 25 subscribers. But you know, that's all in the long run, man. I'm happy to wait, but yeah, I need your help, guys, man. It doesn't cost you anything. But yeah, the Knesset section. Oh yeah, we saw that already. What's this? Oh wow, this is crazy. So, who remembers this that happened? The rapes. So yeah, Tamar. A scene broadcast before the entire world, clearly showing the commission of a crime being covered up. But according to Israeli standards of justice, as long as the victim is Palestinian and the aggressor is Jewish, it is not considered a crime. Rather, it becomes justice itself. This is how Israeli soldiers raped Palestinian prisoners in full view of the world. Then Israel staged a theatre of investigation and arrest, and in the end, hastily released them. And today, they are clear of the charges. They want us to deny what our eyes have seen and believe their narratives. And yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, they was actually having protests. They was having protests to like free these rapists out of prison and everything. It's crazy. If you guys haven't heard about it, you should definitely look into it. Official closure of the Saddam case, can't read that word, and dismissal of charges against all soldiers involved in the case of raping Palestinian prisoners. The army spokesperson issued a statement confirming the cancellation of the indictment regulations. pointing to exceptional and unprecedented circumstances in the course of the investigations, including the difficulty of transferring sensitive investigation materials from the police and legal difficulties. The timing is very important, the world's preoccupation with the Iran war. And note, well, the justification for the dropping the charges is exceptional and unprecedented circumstances and the difficulty of transferring sensitive materials from the police, aka Ben Gvir's police. In a few days they'll be honoured. Naturally, Israeli society considers them heroes. And it's true, you know, they're using this whole war to like mask this up, because even I saw one post about it, but I haven't really seen anything about it. That's why we haven't covered it on the stream. And it's true, man. They're just blinding us with all this stuff with Iran, and then in the background they're releasing like these rapists and paedophiles. Israeli Defense Minister Katz receives masked rapists and apologizes to them, saying, "I apologize for the psychological harm caused to you by the military system, and issued an order to reinstate them into the army to complete their missions of raping Palestinian prisoners in Israeli prisons." This is Israel. I mean, this is crazy shit, man. Gotta repost that. Fucking crazy, man. Can't believe it. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, literally, crime recording and video. Still, we found ourselves innocent. Exactly. That's what happens when you have That's what happens when you have terrorists that investigate themselves. Of course they're cleared of crimes. And the worst thing is they've let them back into the army. You know, the army, that's what they call it. Let them back into the army to continue their mission. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. That is Israel for you in a nutshell. Yeah. Mental. What else has been going on? US farmers face fertilizer shortage since the US/Israel strikes on Iran. The war has cut off critical nitrogen fertilizer supplies from the Gulf of the world to the world farmers. Yeah. Yes. This war's affecting everyone. We saw the Dubai strikes. I think we saw. Did we not just go over this stuff? Yeah, we did. Twitter always bugs out, man. I hate it. Yeah, let's try to give it a refresh, see what's going on at the top. I hate this clown, man. He just loves pushing the Israeli propaganda. Oh, look at this. So why would Netanyahu drive 50 minutes to an unprotected cafe in the Jerusalem mountains during war just to prove that he's alive? Why wouldn't he just have a press conference? Good question. Good question. Yeah, we saw this video already. Yeah, seems like a lot of people don't believe this. I mean, yeah, I do believe that it probably is AI, but is he dead or not? I'm not sure. I feel like Iran might have announced it. Senior official in Netanyahu's Netanyahu's PM's office has been under police investigation for alleged sexual misconduct. The incident reportedly took place in a hotel around 3 years ago. A gag order on the case expired overnight, allowing details to be reported for the first time. The alleged victim is refusing to file a formal complaint, which means the case could soon be closed. I mean, I wonder why. These rapists, all the time, all they do is fucking rape people, man. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with these people? What's Ryan Matter said? You know, Ryan Matter always does some great videos. In the wake of a barrage of bogus proof of life AI fabricated videos falsely asserting Netanyahu's survival started exploding across the internet, China fired off a scathing video rebuke, slamming the United States for shamelessly weaponizing AI propaganda in the heat of war. have a look at this then.
And it can't get any worse. So Benjamin Netanyahu, that video or photo that they put out yesterday, yeah, that was literally 7 years ago. They're pulling out photos of Netanyahu from 7 years ago because the dude is dead. Every video that you've seen, the first one was the coffee cup was AI. Sorry, the first one, he had 6 fingers. The second one, the coffee cup was AI. The pocket was AI. The third one, the ring was AI. It just missing. The ring just went out on his finger and then not on his finger. And then now here we have these girls. That's obviously, it's 7 years old, guys. Come on. Like, this dude is dead. He's 6 feet under. Iran put the man in a fucking body bag where he deserved. He's now rotting in hell. He's actually boiling in a cauldron of human and feces and excrement for all of eternity because he worships Satan instead of Jesus Christ. Fuck that dude. And it can't.
It would be good, wouldn't it?
So now that the videos of Netanyahu servicing are actually AI, China's now coming.
Oh, is that a follower on Kick? Thank you, Cheeky D. You're a legend, man. I appreciate all of my people that follow me on Kick. You are the best. I appreciate you so much.
So now that the videos of Netanyahu servicing are actually AI, China's now coming out and basically condemning the United States for their use of AI during a war. I wonder what AI they're talking about. Check this video out. And I'm going to let it's in Chinese. So I went down in the comments and they transcribed it. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through the comments while you guys listen to this video.
智能军事化，将人工智能作为侵犯他国主权的工具，让人工智能过度影响战争决策，让算法掌控人的生杀大权，不仅轻视战争的伦理与责任约束，还可能导致技术失控，甚至使美国电影《终结者》里的灾难场景成为现实。中方始终坚持以人为本、智能向善原则，始终认为人工智能军事应用应坚持由人主导，反对利用人工智能等新兴技术优势谋求绝对军事霸权，损害他国主权和领土安全，不加限制地推进人工智能军事化，将人工智能作为侵犯他国主权的工具，让人工智能过度影响战争决策，让算法掌控人的生杀大权，不仅轻视战争的伦理与责任约束，还可能导致技术失控。
Interesting. Seems like everyone thinks it's AI. Oh, and 23 years ago today, the American peace activist Rachel Corrie was killed in Rafah, Gaza, while trying to stop the demolition of Palestinian homes. She was brutally run over by an Israeli militarized bulldozer. She was only 23 years old. I wonder if any of the children here have ever existed without the tank shells and the demolition, Rachel Corrie said. Today, much of the city said she died to defend has been reduced to rubble. R.I.P. Rachel, may your memory inspire each of us to nurture the courage to stand in defense of others. Yeah, man, R.I.P. to Rachel, man. If it's 23 years ago today, it's so sad. Trump likely to become the next leader of the USA if Netanyahu's confirmed dead. What else? I think, yeah, it's not really much going on. Have a quick look on Telegram. See if there's anything going on over there. Bear with me. Yeah, rest in peace, Rachel. Rest in peace, Rachel. Let's have a look at the Gaza, Middle East sort of stuff. More stuff about, yeah, I don't know. Everyone's saying about that same ring video. Reason for the emergency trip to one of the directors of the Israeli Ministry of War to the United States. This is from the Tasnim Hebrew group. According to sources, the worsening air defense problem in Israel was the main reason for this trip. The mentioned director in the Ministry of War of the Zionist regime went to the United States on this mission to find a solution for the serious defects in Israel's air defense. With the identification of fundamental flaws in the air defense of the Zionist regime, the Israelis believe that the US Department of War can come up with a solution in this regard. Arachi's made another tweet about 20 minutes ago. Reports claim that some neighbouring states which host US forces and permit attacks on Iran are also actively encouraging this slaughter. Stances should be promptly clarified. Yeah, exactly that, man. You're all complicit, you're involved. So Iran's Lavrov had a 6-pointed letter addressed to the Muslims of the world and Islamic governments. He said, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, Muslims of the world and Islamic governments, Iran faced a deceitful American Zionist attack during negotiations aimed at dividing Iran. They martyred the great and devoted leader of the Islamic Revolution, some ordinary people, and military commanders. Therefore, they encountered the national and Islamic resistance of the Iranians. You know that except in rare cases, and only politically, none of the Islamic governments have come to the aid of the Iranian nation. But the Iranian nation, with strong will, suppressed the malicious enemy, to the extent that today the enemy does not know how to escape this strategic deadlock. Iran continues the path of resistance against the great and the little Satan, America and Israel, but is the behaviour of Islamic governments not contradictory to the Prophet's words? If you do not respond to a Muslim's call for help, you are not a Muslim. What kind of Islam is this? Some countries have gone further and said that because Iran has targeted American bases and American and Israeli interest in those countries, Iran is our enemy. Should Iran just stand by while attacks are launched on Iran from American bases in your countries? They make excuses. On one side of today's battle are America and Israel, and on the other side are Iran, the Muslims and the resistance forces. Which side are you on? Think about the future of the Islamic world. You know America has no loyalty to you and Israel is your enemy. Think for a minute about yourself and the future of the region. Iran is your well-wisher and does not intend to dominate you. The unity of the Islamic Ummah with all its power can ensure and guarantee the security, progress and independence of all countries. Thank you, Cheeky D. You're a legend, brother. We've got another person on Kick. Shout out to Cheeky D, man. Let's give you a W. W, Cheeky D, helping me hit my goal on Kick. Thank you so much, brother. And it's true, man. Like, what he's saying is that, you know, the difference between America and Israel and Iran is America and Israel want to dominate your country. Iran doesn't. We want to just live side by side. We want to be neighbours. We want to be peaceful neighbours. So you're going to support the people that want to dominate you in the end? That will want to take over your country? Crazy, man. Crazy that they're choosing that side of the fence. There's additional conditions for Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz per Tasmin, which is the Zionist news agency. And they said guaranteed lifting of sanctions, withdrawal of American bases, return of frozen assets, development of non-dollar trade, with the ultimate goal, new order in West Asia. I mean, yeah, do you think they're going to accept that, guys? Yeah. Well, what's that? Another follower on Kick. Thank you, brother. Follower on Kick. Punk Daddy. I appreciate you, man. See, we're getting a few people over to Kick now, man. If all of you guys could go to Kick, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. I know, it's, you know, maybe you don't have an account or anything, but it doesn't take long to create an account. Grok mistakenly identified Israel cats as Netanyahu. Yeah, that's why you can never trust this Grok thing, you know. The IRGC made a little statement. They said, we warn the defeated American regime to evacuate all American industries in the region, and we request that people in the area surrounding those industrial factories where Americans are shareholders evacuate those areas so that no harm comes to them. In the coming hours, these industries will be targeted and struck. Yeah, time to get out. You know, if you're in that area, man, you need to get out of there ASAP. ASAP. Why is the YouTube chat not coming up? Well, we've got Sergei Lavrov said, recently Trump said that Iran has been completely defeated and destroyed. On the very same day, IDF representatives said that they have more objectives than they need to carry out. Very hard to predict how this conflict would unfold.
Recently, US President Trump said that Iran has been completely defeated and destroyed, and on the very same day the Israeli Defense Forces representative said that we have 1,000 objectives that we need to carry out, and we will continue this work until Pesach. So it's very hard to predict how this conflict will unfold, and we need to put an end to this, and we need to think about agreements that will not be undermined by anyone. I understand that some guarantees must be given, and I understand that Iran will demand such guarantees.
Yeah, W Lavrov, man. W Lavrov, W Russia, as always. We've got another clip from Lavrov. We've got a few from Lavrov apparently. So Lavrov said, when Americans say that they want to take more than 400 kg of enriched uranium from Iran, it shows that they are not open to negotiations. They just want to get their energy source, like they do from Latin America, the Caribbean, the Persian Gulf, and other parts of our planet.
Speaking about the situation around Iran, but we can see that implications are much more global. But once again, I emphasize this, we stand for, along with like-minded countries, we stand for the immediate cessation of the hostilities and looking for the political resolution.
Thank you, Funk Daddy, for joining us on Kick.
And Mr. President Putin has said this on numerous occasions. We are ready to facilitate these negotiations if we are required to stand as facilitators. We believe that we have such a potential, that we are capable of being facilitators in these negotiations. But when the American counterparts are saying that they want to take more than 400 kilograms of the enriched uranium that is held in Iran, and no matter how enriched this uranium, and if that's what they want, then that's not about being ready, being open for negotiations. It's not about using the facilitation opportunities with the Russian Federation, as it was the case with the Iran nuclear deal some years ago. The Americans just want to get this energy source, like they want to get all the energy sources from the Latin America, from the Caribbean, from the Persian Gulf, and in other parts of our vast planet.
Yeah, W Lavrov, I think we've got another clip from him to play as well. Yeah, one more clip. The US thought that with unprovoked aggression they would subdue Iran in a day. I believe these people now understand how mistaken they were and how misguided they were. What's happening, London Lady? Umar as well.
Most importantly, it was unprovoked aggression that was certain to cause a reaction if those who planned these strikes against the Islamic Republic of Iran in the midst of negotiations for the second time, and because for the first time it happened last June, if they thought that in a day or in a few hours they will subdue an entire state, I believe these people now understand how mistaken they were, how misguided they were. And of course, Iran protects itself, it responds to this aggression by striking military infrastructure sites that the countries that attacked Iran have in this region. And to my deepest regret, also the Gulf countries Cooperation Council member states are suffering from this, and we urge everyone, first of all, the hostilities must be stopped. Parties should sit at the table of negotiations if there is still trust for negotiations. And secondly, as the immediate step, we need to make sure that all the participants, all the parties to this crisis situation, stopped actions that damage the civilian infrastructure and that causes losses among the...
Another follower on Kick. You guys are the best, man. Dean Mamaro. Shout out to you, brother. Yes, W Dean Mamaro, man. Thank you for joining us on Kick, man. You're a legend, brother. All you legends on Kick right now. Appreciate you all, man.
Civilian population, both in the Arab countries of the Gulf and in the Islamic Republic of Iran. In my view, it's an immediate urgent thing that must be done, and we hope that along with other reasonable countries we will promote this approach towards resolving this situation. As for
Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, and W for Russia as well, man. They all got the same views, you know. So about an hour ago, Israeli-American fighter jets bombed a building belonging to the headquarters of the complex of the electricity department, instantly killing several employees and engineers. The blast wave from the attack shattered the windows of the Etka store building in Shahada and injured a number of people. Shrapnel also injured and killed several ordinary civilians in the surrounding streets. Yeah, I think we saw that earlier, but obviously, yeah, this was a few hours ago now. Got some more. Oh, we got some break-in attacks on Israel. We got some break-in attacks on Israel. There's an attack going on now, 7 minutes ago in Nahariya, which is occupied Palestine. And they've got red alerts all over the city. I've got some videos coming out. Wow. Iran are not fucking about. More videos. Oh, look at this one. Wow, direct impact there.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow!
Not a good day to be a Zionist. Oh, they're on 2 times speed. I need to slow it down, man. I need to watch that properly.
Wow! Wow!
They're not happy, are they?
אמא, תראו איפה נפל, אימא'לה. יו. אמא, נו, הנה איזה מסכנים, אבא, בוא נלך לעזור להם, בוא נלך.
Some big hits. Doesn't the sunset look beautiful, guys?
אמא. תראו איפה נפל, אימא'לה. יו. אמא, נו, הנה איזה מסכנים, אבא, בוא נלך לעזור להם, בוא נלך.
Yeah, looks like
תראו את האטליז. פה, תראו את הנפילה. רואים את הלהבה, אחי. אימא'לה, אתם לא יודעים איזה פיצוצים פה בנהריה.
Big impacts, man. More videos. Scenes documenting the moment a missile from Hezbollah directly hit targets in Nahariya. So it wasn't even Iran, it was Hezbollah that are doing this. Yeah, the alarms come
תראו
on
את
now.
האטליז.
It's the video we just saw. Saw this one as well, didn't we? But loads of impacts, man. Another one here. Crazy footage coming out. Yeah, we saw this one as well. Yeah, Hezbollah are going ham right now. Got a Trump clip. Got a Trump clip coming out as well. We'll go back to that in a second because I just want to see if there's any more footage of these impacts. Oh, it looks like we have got something. Oh, look, there's a video. The moment the British companies were targeted in the Manjun oil field in southern Iraq. This looks like a crazy video. Oh, the Zionists are getting cooked, man. Yeah, smash the like button. Yeah, thank you, SA, man. Why is my handle not available in India? I think if you saw my India videos, you know, and you saw the post about my India, then you'd know that answer, man. I'm hated by these Indian Zionists. Yeah, they mass reported me. Thank you, SA. Warfront always usually has some updates. I'm trying to see the footage of the Israeli strikes from Hezbollah. Yeah, look, here we go. Massive fire in Nahariya following the Iron Dome interceptor crash. So wait, what happened? So we've got loads of footage. Let's go right to the top. Bloody hell. Lots of footage coming out. So we've got an impact there in Nahariya. I'm going to come back to the Trump speech in a minute. Direct hit. Yeah, we saw that video. So a failed interceptor. That was a failed interceptor, that one. Oh, that's a full video. The other one cut out before it hit, didn't it? We see it hit now. Wow. All that money for these interceptors just to turn on them like that, man. Another angle of the incident in Nahariya. It's likely an Iron Dome interceptor failed and crashed. You can hear him watching the Trump speech in the background. How funny is that? Listen.
To end the
threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated.
They've been obliterated. Does it look like they've been obliterated? Like Hezbollah and Iran are still going ham, man.
The threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated. The Air Force is gone.
How fucking funny. How funny. More footage of the fire from Nasiriyah. I think we saw that as well. Massive fire in Nahariya following the Iron Dome interceptor crash. Follow her on Twitch, man. I appreciate you, brother, but I would love it if you guys would go over to Kick. What's up, Mohammed? Thank you, brother. Jeez. They're not getting a break. Thank you, TTW, brother, on Kick. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, more footage from the fires. Israel is burning. Israel is burning. We've got loads coming out from Hezbollah. Hezbollah announces a downing of an Israeli drone of the type Hermes 450 in the skies over the city of Bint Jabal using the appropriate weapons, after which Israeli jets carried out raids on the location where it fell between the city of Bint Jabal and Atorian. Why am I getting loads of followers on Twitch for some reason? I don't know. The Lebanese Ministry of Health announced that since the start of the war in the country on March the 2nd, the number of deaths from the IDF attacks has risen to 886 and the number of injuries has risen to 2,141. So all these civilians are getting killed. Crazy. An Israeli drone strike targeted members of the health authority in Yatar, southern Lebanon as well. What's this group chat? This is Telegram, brother. We just got on Telegram. This is like breaking news, you know. Yeah. We've got another video as well. We just saw the British company. They're going ham, man. Iran and Hezbollah are going ham right now. Just a minute ago, other scenes of targeting American and British interests in the Majun oil field in southern Iraq. So we've got another video. Where's all these Twitch people coming from? What's going on? Where's everyone following me on Twitch? Crazy images coming up. There's also several explosions at the Victoria base in the capital Baghdad. Damn, man. Damn, what's going on? I've got followed the chat on Kick on Twitch. Yeah, of course, man. I've got to have it like that, brother. No worries, mate. No worries. What's going on with this Trump speech then? Because it looks like we haven't got any more videos coming in. Doesn't look like we've got any more videos coming in from the Hezbollah strikes right now. So in the meantime, we're going to go and look at the Trump speech. Let's see what's going on there. Where was it? Where was it? One clip here. I'm sure there was more on another one. So here we go. Some Trump clips. Start with the first one. So, US President Trump reports that the Iranian military has been obliterated. How funny. The military campaign to end the threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated. The Air Force is gone, the Navy is gone, many ships have been sunk. They're warfighting ships, but I guess that they didn't know how to use them, and anti-aircraft is being decimated. Their radar is gone and their leaders are gone. Other than that, they're doing quite well. It's funny though, because we literally see in videos of you guys getting absolutely cooked. Let's watch it. Let's watch it anyway.
Powerful military campaign to end the threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated. The Air Force is gone. The Navy is gone. Many ships have been sunk. They're warfighting ships, but I guess they didn't know how to use them. And anti-aircraft is decimated, their radar is gone, and their leaders are gone. Other than that, they're doing quite well.
Yeah, funny, yeah, hilarious, hilarious. More followers. Ah, another one on Kick. Thank you, TTW. I think I just saw you in the comments a minute ago, did I not? Yeah, I did. Yeah, nice one, man. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, we need the followers there as well. US President Trump reports that 7,000 Iranian targets have been hit. Since the beginning of the conflict, we've struck more than 7,000 targets across Iran. And these have mostly been commercial and military targets. Okay then, man. We've seen how many civilians you've been killing. We've achieved a 90% reduction in their ballistic missile launches and a 95% reduction in drone attacks. I say that's complete cap.
Years ago.
Complete nonsense. We've seen the videos, Trump.
Years ago. Since the beginning of the conflict, we've struck more than 7,000 targets across Iran. And these have been mostly commercial and military targets. We've achieved a 90% reduction in their ballistic missile launches and a 95% reduction in drone attacks. The missiles are
He's talking nonsense. Your thing is, how do we verify anything stated about this war? The amount of confusing information in the US is amazing. Yeah, my best bets for you, brother, is join Telegram groups like this. You know, most of these videos come from on-the-ground journalists before they're even on X. Second option, I'd say, is go on X. You know, look at both sides, use your own eyes, and make your own decisions. Because obviously the US is censoring a lot of stuff. It's censoring a lot. US President Trump boasted that the US has destroyed 100 Iranian ships. More than 100 Iranian naval vessels have been sunk or destroyed over the last week and a half. Okay.
Manufacture. More than 100 Iranian naval vessels have been sunk or destroyed over the last week and a half. That has to be some kind of a...
Alright then, man, whatever you say. President Trump predicted that Iran would use the Strait of Hormuz as a weapon, just as he predicted that Osama bin Laden was going to target the World Trade Center. Oh, man. Just like I knew about the Strait, that it would be a weapon, which I predicted a long time ago. Predicted all this stuff. You guys are very generous in that, and I predicted all of it. Alright then, man. Alright then, man.
That for a long period of time, just like I knew about the Strait, that it would be a weapon, which I predicted a long time ago. Predicted all of this stuff. You guys were very generous in that. I predicted all of it. I predicted Osama bin Laden would knock out the World Trade Center. I made that prediction a year before he did. I said, you better get him. He's a bad guy. I watched him be interviewed one time, and I said, that's a bad guy. You better get him. 1 year before exactly. I wrote it in a book. You can even check.
Oh, man. It's wild over here in regards to media coverage. I'm still not even sure. Yeah, it's because of Israel, man. It's good that you're trying to learn on that, though, brother. You know what I mean? Just stick watching videos, do your own research, join groups, you know. You'll see the truth, man. You'll see the truth. Is there any more from this terrorist, Trump? You know, Trump the terrorist. Any more from this guy? Yep, we've got US President Trump on the country sending support to the Middle East. We'll be announcing a Marco Rubio, and the various people that are doing that will be announcing, and I have to tell you, we have some that are really enthusiastic. I don't understand that. They're coming already. They've already started to get there. You know, it takes a little while to get there. It's like in some cases you have to travel an ocean, so it doesn't go that fast. But it will go fast, and we have some that are fairly local that are doing it, but we'll be in that. We'll give you a list. Some are very enthusiastic and some are less than enthusiastic, and I assume some will not do it. I mean, maybe if we play the video it would make a bit more sense, because that was confusing to read.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather not say yet, but we'll be announcing a Marco Rubio, and the various people that are doing that will be announcing. And I have to tell you, we have some that are really enthusiastic. They're coming already. They've already started to get there. You know, it takes a little while to get there. It's like, in some cases, you have to travel an ocean. So it doesn't go that fast, but it'll go fast. And we have some that are fairly local that are doing it. But we'll give you a list. Some are very enthusiastic and some are less than enthusiastic. And I assume some will not do it. I think we have one or
I don't understand what he's going on about there, to be honest, but yeah. I saw this video already. So there's another drone attack on the Victoria base in the capital Baghdad. More stuff from Iraq. It's going crazy right now, isn't it? Yes, don't know. This is a Trump again. This is a paper tiger that we're dealing with now, apparently. Okay.
Maybe they don't want to be targeted, but I say wouldn't matter if you're targeted or not, because this is a paper tiger that we're dealing with now. It wasn't a paper tiger 2 weeks ago. It's a paper tiger now.
All right, mate. And Trump is disappointed with allies refusing to get involved in the US/Israel imposed war on Iran. For 40 years we've been protecting you, and you don't want to get involved in something that's very minor? It's not really minor, is it? Very few shots going to be taken because they don't have many shots left. All right then, man.
Strongly encourage other nations whose economies depend on the Strait far more than ours. You know, we get less than 1% of our oil from the Strait, and some countries get much more. Japan gets 95%, China gets 90%. Many of the Europeans get quite a bit. South Korea gets 35%. So we want them to come and help us with the Strait. We have it in very good shape. The countries, I said, we've already taken care of Iran, but now, because of the fact that literally a single terrorist can put something in the water or shoot something or shoot a missile, a small missile, and it's fairly close range because it is a tight area, and which is one of the reasons they've always used that as a weapon. Iran has always used that as an economic weapon, and it's not going to be able to be used very long. Numerous countries have told me they're on the way. Some are very enthusiastic about it, and some aren't. Some are countries that we've helped for many, many years. We've protected them from horrible outside sources, and they weren't that enthusiastic. And the level of enthusiasm, it matters to me. We have some countries where we have 45,000 soldiers, great soldiers, protecting them from harm's way. And we have done a great job. And when we want to know, do you have any minesweepers? Well, would rather not get involved, sir. I said, for 40 years we're protecting you, and you don't want to get involved in something that is very minor. Very few shots going to be taken because they don't have many shots left. But they said, we'd rather not get involved.
This guy's such a clown, man. And yeah, they don't want to get involved because they don't want to be dragged into a fucking world war. And Iran definitely are not running out of shots. We discussed the other day how much drones they're making per day. They're making like 700-800 drones per day, which doesn't cost them a lot of money. It's costing the Americans and the Israelis a lot it's costing them a lot of money to take them down, though. We've got another clip from Trump. US President Trump spoke to French President Macron on the coalition to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. I've spoken to Macron. He's been on a scale of 0 to 10. I'd say it's been an 8. Not perfect, but it's France.
Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, I have spoken to him. He's been on a scale of 0 to 10. I'd say he's been an 8. Not perfect, but it's France.
Yeah, man, hilarious. Exactly, they helped start a fire and want to put it out. Exactly that, TK. And TT said they repeat themselves every 4 years. It'll be Turkey next, the new terrorist playbook. Yeah, man. Wouldn't surprise me, unfortunately. Wouldn't surprise me. What's going on in this Zionist chat? Let's see what these Zionists are saying. It's always funny to read the Zionist chat. I don't think it's going to translate for us. Oh wait, here we go. More stuff about Trump. Propaganda. Yeah, loads of nonsense going on there. Go back to X. Yeah, we saw these videos. Some Trump nonsense again. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. Yeah, it's in the Dubai airport. Yeah, man, I just get a skim fade, a little bit off the top. Yeah, all this stuff. Oh yeah, look, so the moment he said this, the US base in Saudi Arabia was bombed by Iran. I take it this is when he said Iran had run out of aircraft and all that type of thing.
Our powerful military campaign to end the threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, literally, apparently the same time he said this was the same time the US base in Saudi Arabia was bombed by Iran. How fucking funny. How funny. Yeah. So I mean, you can't fall for their propaganda, man. More strikes at the Dubai airport. Crazy, man. Whole world's on fire. Yeah, that does not look good. Does not look good, man. Yeah, literally what we were saying, isn't it? Like, at the same time he's saying all this stuff about the war's over, like, it's Hezbollah and Iran are going crazy in the background. They're going crazy. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. I'm going to save all this news for tomorrow, you know, and let it build up. Looks like there's a lot coming out. We'll still go over a few bits for those that missed it. But I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. Special shout out to everyone on Kick. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the super chatters and everyone that watched the stream today. It's been a couple of hours today, so we've had quite a decent stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you, TTW, brother. Thank you, everyone else. Speak to you all tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you.
Today, and we are super fucking happy about it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to like and until the space. Let's bring some more people in here to enjoy the celebration. Yes, the farewell party to the savior.
Say goodbye, a farewell for this motherfucker that put the fucking video of the fucking hostage. So this is a fucking farewell for me, okay?
Because he shouldn't exist from the get-go. He should have been executed by the Mossad long time ago, and I've been asking for this for a long time. And I was talking to my commander. I'm telling you, this needs to go.
I think that you need to gather all the videos, eliminate them.
He deserves to be genocided like all the other Nazis, and he's a convicted fucking criminal. And they pissed the hell out of me. This fucking Hamas and giving them a voice after October 7, and us Jews and Israelis can live peacefully. I hate him.
Great.
I hate him.